How's it going?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you right now. How about you? You able to hear me as well?
Yes, sir, I
Kadir?
can. How
How
are
do
you?
I pronounce? Is it Kadir or Kadir? Like your name?
Kadir.
Kadir. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect, perfect.
it's
All right.
John, right?
Yeah, it's actually Junhan, but just call me June.
Juhan?
Yeah,
June?
yeah, Junhan.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I just call you
Just,
June. That's fine.
just June is easier. Most people just take, some people just find it so hard to pronounce my full name.
hmm That's not that
Yeah,
hard.
Junhan. Actually, but that's my. If you don't mind, just it's Junhan. That's how to pronounce
Juhan.
my name.
Okay, I got you, Juhan.
I just didn't put my full name on Instagram just
hmm
because of security purposes.
hmm Right, right, right. No, I feel you. I feel you. How's your day been going so far?
I just woke up this morning.
hmm
It's like I'm living in Vancouver, right? So it's Pacific time. So
Yeah.
3 hours.
Okay. I was actually supposed to go to Victoria this month for my birthday.
No way.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
have friends that live out there, and I go often, and I was gonna spend
Okay.
like 2 weeks this time, but it got
No
it
way.
got
Hey
canceled.
man, if you ever down in Vancouver,
Yeah,
reach out to me, man.
for sure, definitely, yeah, man. I see. I thought you lived on the East Coast, and now I know you live
No,
on the
no,
West
no, no, no.
Coast.
I live out in the west coast.
Okay, all right, cool, cool, cool. And I wanted to just have a disclosure before we get started. Do you
You
mind
betcha.
if this is recorded?
Not at all.
Okay,
Not
you
at
don't
all, man.
mind? Okay, great,
No, it's
great,
fine.
great. All right. So, yeah, so you said you just woke up. You eat any breakfast, anything yet?
Nah, man. I usually try to fast here and
Okay,
there.
okay, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, my wife is actually still asleep. I'm
Oh,
trying not to be too loud.
okay, I got you. I got you. I understand. How long you been married?
It's already been getting close to 3 years already.
Congratulations, man. I'm trying to
Thank
get
you,
like you.
thank you, man. Nah, I'm sure your time will come for sure.
Hey, really, honestly. So, how old are you?
I'm already this year I turned 37. In
37?
yeah, in December. Yeah, I turned 37.
You don't
Yeah.
look 37 at all. Like, I thought you were gonna say at least like 28.
Oh man, I wish I was in my 20s, man. In 30s, like getting close to 40, I'm like, man, I
Mm,
like just I go for just try to hit the gym here and there, and
mm-hmm,
but the next day, I'm like, man, I wake up feeling pretty sore.
mm-hmm.
In your 20s, you don't feel that. In your 20s, you recover, man. It's just
That's true.
uh,
That's true. It's all about recovery, though. That's what it's
it
about. It's
really
about
is.
recovery. You gotta get that sauna in. You gotta do those cold plunges.
Exactly.
Make sure your
Exactly.
diet. But you've been
No,
taking
no,
care of yourself, as I can tell, man. You don't look,
man, I
like you.
try to.
Hmm
Unfortunately, alopecia is just alopecia. This thing
Mm.
hit me like I got it last year.
Yeah. So
This,
that's when it started.
yeah, actually around last summer.
Wow, out of nowhere.
Out of well, the thing is, I felt really sick. Like
Oh.
so my wife and I we were traveling in the Philippines. I caught some kind of virus. I think it
hmm
was like a pneumonia or something.
hmm
Came back here and the doctor was like, okay, you're having pneumonia, you're having asthma. I got to give you some kind of something to suppress your immune system right now.
Right.
So which was called prednisone,
hmm
and I took that. Next thing, he gave me about 50 milligrams,
hmm
like per tablet, which is pretty strong to them. They don't think it's that strong, but I took it. I was able to breathe again, but next thing you know, I start finding all my hair like I'm just like shedding hair. Like pretty much within like a week, I lost all my hair. And just from that, they don't believe from that side effect, but I think honestly, if I didn't
It,
take that, thing, this wouldn't have happened. Right?
it's.
But
I'm not gonna lie. That actually does sound like the cause, maybe, because it is.
yeah,
It's a. You said an autoimmune depressant. Is that what it was?
yeah, it's like autoimmune. Yeah, it's pretty much a suppressant.
Yeah, suppressant.
Autoimmune, yeah, it's immunosuppressant. So it's just to suppress your immune system from going haywire. Right?
That sounds about right because alopecia is connected. It is an autoimmune disease, so
Exactly.
I don't
Exactly.
know.
And
That's
then these doctors are like, no, it's not from that. And I'm thinking, it's a business. Of course, they're gonna say it's not
mm,
from that. They're the
all
ones that got
right.
to write the checks and give it to people, right?
I'm not gonna lie. That's I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
And
honestly.
I would be suing.
I
I would
wish I
be
could,
suing.
man. I wish I could, right?
Man,
Totally. But unfortunately, I couldn't sue the guy anymore. The guy
uh,
already fled the country.
what?
Yeah, he already left. I couldn't even get a hold of him during the
What?
time when my alopecia was kicking in, and I was like trying to get a hold of this doctor. He was already gone. I found out that, I tried to book an appointment with him. He already left. He already left the country.
I'm suing the hospital. I'm coming for everybody.
I know, man. I
I'm
know.
coming
I
for
know.
everybody.
By the way,
Oh man.
which part of the states are you from?
I live in Atlanta, Georgia, but I'm from Louisville, Kentucky.
Damn, man, you're the other side.
Literally, like the plane ride be like 8 hours to
Yeah,
Vancouver.
yeah.
It'd be
It's
worth it
far.
though. Yeah.
I remember I flew to Miami, and that was
Oh
like
yeah, that's even
that was
further.
8 hours. That was like 8 hours, like eight
Mm-hmm.
something hours just to get there, right?
It's even further. And from Victoria, you got to fly to Vancouver. That little
Yeah,
small
yeah.
plane.
Then you gotta take a small plane,
Yeah,
or you take the ferry.
we take the
You
ferry.
take the
That
ferry.
takes too long though. I
Yeah,
can't do
yeah,
the ferry. But it'd be bad. So
yeah.
how do you feel like you've been managing it since that
Dude,
happened though?
man, first time when it happened, man, I was depressed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even want to leave the house.
Mm-hmm.
I had to like reach out, kind of like I had to go for therapy. Thankfully, I was able to reach out to some mental health counselor
Yeah.
who has alopecia.
Mm-hmm.
Like she has alopecia
That's
universalis.
different. That's different because that really doesn't happen that often. So to be able to
Oh.
find someone that's actually going through the
And
same
she
thing
was
you're
the
going through.
only one that has like she was the only counselor that I was able to find that has alopecia
Mm-hmm.
universalis.
Mm-hmm.
So, and thankfully that was able, because at least I can relate to her. I can't just
Exactly.
pick any therapists. They
Exactly.
don't know. They've never gone through this.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty hard in the beginning. I didn't even want, like I said, I didn't want to leave my house. I didn't even want to really meet my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I'm basically hiding.
Yeah.
Just feel like kind of, ashamed. Even going to my office, going to my work, you have one of my colleagues would take at least, like, I guess she couldn't recognize me. It took about 3 to 4 times for her to. She had to look at me like 3 times. She like look at me like, oh wait, oh, it's you. So it's kind
Wow.
yeah,
Man, he said this all happened last year.
yeah,
That's a tough
yeah. And
year,
until
man.
now, I am still learning to
Mm-hmm.
try to be confident,
Mm-hmm.
just to be myself, since this isn't the new me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So a year ago, I had all my hair and everything, and then this happened. So it's like, it was so sudden, right?
That's
And
neat. So like how
yeah,
did like other than the doctor or the therapist you went to see, I know they were a great help. Like how's your like do you have children?
not yet, man.
Okay, so like how's your family like supporting you with that?
My dad is so old school. For him is just like it's just hair.
All right.
It's not anything life threatening. It ain't cancer, so move on.
Mm-hmm.
That's how my dad thinks about it,
Mm-hmm.
right? My mom, she was a little bit, she was like, oh no, this is really bad. But even for her, she's like, yeah, at least it's not life threatening.
Right.
Just try
So
not to think
they're
so much.
they're understanding, but they're just trying to keep you in a good mindset to like
I think so,
just
but they're
don't
kind of
dwell
like
on it
trying
too
to
much.
exactly just trying to like like cover it, just try to shove it under a rug or
Right.
something.
So you feel like
But
you're kind of being like dismissed a little bit when it comes to that?
yeah, basically,
Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel you.
yeah.
Because that's crazy. Just a year and then your life just changed, you know what I mean?
Just
You're a whole
change.
different person now. So
Yeah.
that's actually very serious, like a identity crisis, you know what I mean?
That's what happened, man. It
Mm-hmm.
was identity crisis, and like just, you're not comfortable in your skin anymore.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a common disease.
Mm.
Like, not everybody has this. Like, I'll be taking the train to work, and I'm like, I'm literally the only person that has alopecia.
Man, I still wake up to this day. See, I've been dealing with alopecia for 7 years. I mean, not 7 years, since I was 7 years old. I
Yeah,
still wake up and look in the mirror and be like, I'm really bald.
I know, I know. Like, what the heck happened? Right? But I can't imagine when you're 7 years old and you're going to school.
Hmm.
Kids, kids will say whatever,
No,
whatever you
yeah.
think.
Yeah, see, me personally, I never really cared. Honestly. Like
Because
people were joking, I'm joking back. It was just,
and
it was all fun
good
for
on you,
me.
man. Good on you having a thick skin, man.
Yeah.
That's literally it's tough,
Yeah.
right?
So how's your wife take it?
But acceptance.
Hmm.
I'm very thankful and blessed that she's like, you know what, we'll get through this. You're the same person. You just look different,
All right.
but you're the same person,
Right.
right? That's just like things will hit. When you get married.
Hey, that's a part of it.
it's part of it, man. It's a
Rich or
roller coaster.
poor, through health and
Exactly.
sick.
It's
Yeah.
something will hit you. It's just not what exactly, right? And
Hmm.
this one was health problem. Like this thing
Yeah.
hit me, so it was like a hurdle to get over. And eventually, I kind of slowly getting over
Right.
it, right?
Well, I'm glad you're taking initiative because, like you said, you didn't want to go outside at some point. You didn't want to
Oh,
go into the workspace. You didn't want to do this. You know, like so you feel like you're slowly getting into your groove and being able to do
yeah,
that stuff.
exactly,
See,
exactly. I
that's
mean,
the beautiful part about it, man.
yeah, it's like I'm like the only person in my workplace that has it. I think
Mm,
there's maybe one guy that has it, but I haven't spoken to him yet.
mm,
But he doesn't work in my office. He's like in one of the other offices,
mm,
right? I believe he looks like he does have alopecia.
mm.
But yeah, there's not a whole lot of us
You're right.
that has.
It's not. I actually have a buddy that lives in Victoria, and he has alopecia. He's like 7 foot tall,
Damn.
bald head guy. He's been dealing with it since like he was like 6, I think, too. So it's like we kind of relate on a lot of different things.
No, no,
But
for sure.
he's like I was the only person out here with it alopecia, and then I'm just like 7 foot, so I'm really standing. I be calling him a unicorn.
Wow, wow.
For
That's
real,
really
yeah.
cool.
It's interesting. So I feel you though. It's not a lot of us, and you feel like a lot of people don't really understand what you could be going through or
That's
even
exactly it.
understand what it is. So that's another challenging part about it.
Oh, it is.
Hmm.
First time I showed up to the office, people thought I had cancer
Wow.
because they're like, "Oh, what happened? Did you go through chemo?" I'm like, "Yeah, but honestly, I took a drug that this is almost feeling like chemo, where you end up taking something and you lose
Hmm.
everything."
That's hey, that sounds about right.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So, and then of course, I'll go see like the specialist, and then they were like, "Well, if you really want your hair back, we gotta do some blood tests." I'm like, "Okay." I do my blood test, do my blood work, and then
Hmm.
didn't know which direction we were headed. And then they're like, "Okay, now we got your blood work. Everything looks good. You seem good to be taking these other drugs." I'm like, more drugs? More immunosuppressant drugs?"
This is why we're here right now.
Exactly, right? So then I was like, and then they're like, "Yeah, here's like the three drugs. I think it was called methotrexate. That one is like for people with lupus, like and a bunch of other
Yeah.
diseases, right? To kind of suppress those kind of to suppress your immune system as well.
Hmm.
And then another one that just got approved by the FDA. I forget the name of it. I think it was like there's just a bunch of them that they told, like a few that they told me, and then they
Hmm.
were like, "Here's the side effects. You might get blood clots. You might just like, you know what? Forget it.
I'm not. Look, I'm good.
I'm good,
I'm
man.
good. Let me know when y'all have a real cure.
I know,
Then I
man.
might
But I'm like,
partake.
exactly. Not anything to like mess around in my organs.
Oh,
I
it's not worth it. It's not worth
I
it.
know we love to have our hair
Right.
back,
Right.
but not to the point I'm gonna go and risk my
Nah.
risk getting a
That's
health problem.
cosmetic. This is not cosmetic.
No,
Nah.
exactly. Right. So actually, a friend of mine, he actually went through. He doesn't have alopecia, but he
Hmm.
has eczema. I
Okay.
also have,
Yeah, same.
right? So it's just like what the heck? You have like you have
Double
the
whammy.
double whammy, man.
For real.
So he ended up taking, I think it was like Dupixent or one of those one of those immunosuppressants, and then he started growing, like he took it and he started not feeling well. He started getting boils, like lumps somewhere on his body.
Hmm.
And I'm like, man, this is because you're putting something foreign into your body
Literally.
and your body ain't liking it.
Mm.
So, yeah, I was like, thank goodness I'm not going that route
Yeah.
because I
So when I was younger, my parents they tried to get me to do like the steroids, the topicals, and all that. I did it,
did you
and
do like injections too?
I did.
I know.
I did it in my eyebrows, my head. Like
Oh my gosh.
I did the topical creams. None of it worked. I'm just happy I didn't get sick or anything.
That's
Like
exactly it. That's exactly it. It's scary
mhm,
because you don't know how you're going to react to it,
exactly,
right? So
exactly. Yeah, it's definitely it's frightening. It's frightening.
it is. It is, man. It is.
So other than the therapy, and having a kind of solid support system.
somewhat.
What do you feel like has made you like more comfortable with accepting your alopecia?
Honestly, acceptance is for me is just I kept on looking for like people like yourself
Hmm.
on IG.
Hmm.
I'd be following a bunch of them, just to like, damn, these are, but a lot of them are women.
Yeah,
Most are women. I can't
yeah.
fairly. I mean, guys are probably like what the actor Anthony Kerrigan,
Mm.
and there's only maybe like I watch a lot of basketball, so the
Yeah.
only time
Basketball players, football players, stuff
only
like that.
Charlie Villanueva. He's no longer in the NBA, but that
Hmm.
guy, yeah,
Jordan Walsh.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jordan Wall currently, right, and yeah, there's only a few of them that have alopecia, right?
Hmm.
I'm trying
I,
to follow them,
I feel as if guys like we just don't care. Like I feel like oh we're gonna go bald anyway. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
but
It's it.
women that's like their whole
Well, no,
personality.
it is a woman's hard.
Hmm.
But for guys, I know we're gonna go bald anyways. The only
Right.
thing is that losing your eyebrows and your eyelashes.
Yeah.
That's the part that kind of got
Yeah.
me. I'm like, what is going on?
Hmm. I remember I was getting a checkup with my dermatologist and cool. She's like, oh, so you're losing your eyebrows? I was like, yeah, they're going away. She's like, oh, your eyelashes too. And I was like, what? Nah, no way. And she showed me the mirror. I'm looking. I'm like, I have like bald spots in my eyelashes.
It's all exactly.
It's like,
It's
what?
scary, right? Once you
Yeah.
start losing all that, right?
Hmm.
So like you said, it's cool. It's okay to be bald. I'm
Hmm.
cool. I already accepted it,
Hmm.
right? Right? So, I was already going bald anyways prior
Hmm.
to that. So, so I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, what eyebrows, like that's like,
It's a whole different realm. I'm like, hey, okay. I didn't know this came with it.
I know exactly. Right? So, but yeah, honestly, acceptance, trying to follow people on
Hmm.
IG to see how, that okay, they can get through it. Okay, I can definitely get through this.
Definitely, definitely. And I don't really don't remember how I found you or you found
I
me.
think I just followed you, man.
Uh,
I ended up finding you on IG. I was like, okay, this is cool. Like, I'm just trying to join any kind of anything, right?
yeah, it's a weird community out here, man. You can't leave nobody behind.
No,
Hmm.
exactly. Right. So, like in Vancouver, we don't have a whole lot. What I noticed is that it's mostly overseas.
Yeah.
Like in the States, there's a lot more in the States,
Hmm.
right? And where else? I think some in the UK, but
Hmm.
not so much in Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my next question was gonna be, because I haven't really heard anything in Canada, any alopecia groups like that. So
I think they do have it. I think a lot of the conferences are actually East Coast. I think
yeah.
there was one in Toronto that just happened. I
Hmm.
wasn't able to make it, but I think there was
Hmm.
one in Toronto. But it seems like the people that have gone to it were actually Americans that went to it.
Okay, all right.
Because I would see the people that were there, and I was like, that influencer, she's
Yeah,
American.
literally. I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like you like people that's in. I want people that's in my country, to deal with what I deal with, or we could talk about it
And
like anytime.
you know what? Honestly,
But spreading the word is cool though.
exactly, exactly. But honestly, I rather, it doesn't, to me, honestly, being Canadian or American doesn't really matter to me. As long as, I mean, we're all the ones, basically, when I see people with alopecia, I'm like, damn,
Hmm.
I just kind of like, oh, you're one of me, it's kind of like,
Literally.
literally, that's how I see it. At least you can kind of relate to that.
Hmm. Yeah, I had met this. So I work at a bank, and I met this lady. So it was one of my clients. She came in, and we were just talking regular conversation. She had hair and everything. I was just like, oh, okay. She's like, how long you been dealing with alopecia? I'm like, oh, since I was 7. She's like, I do too. I'm like, really? Couldn't even
Wow.
tell. She was like, oh yeah, the back of my hair is like, it's just, it's bad back here right now. And I'm like, oh wow. So just, where was I getting at? I don't remember where I was getting at. But it's just people, just random people walk up to me all the
Exactly.
time.
Yeah.
I think that's where I was getting at. The random people walk up to me all the time and see how, I guess, how I carry myself.
No,
And
you
I guess it just shows them like, oh, I could be just like that, or I could find that type of peace or solitude in what I deal with.
for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's happened
Definitely.
plenty of times. Like people come to me all the time, like, oh, like women and men, they come to me like, oh, I have on a wig right now, and I was like, I didn't even know. I want to be. You inspired me, or oh, hey, man, I got on my hat right now, but I have alopecia too, man. I like what you got going on. I'm like, I'm just being me, you know what I mean?
No, it's
So,
good on you, man.
so I,
Really props to you, buddy.
mm,
Honestly, that you're able to carry yourself. Like
yeah,
instead
that's
of being negative, right?
exactly.
'Cause honestly, like I was so negative when this thing hit me.
Mm.
I
No
was like,
doubt. I don't blame you. It's very new. It's you feel like it could be possibly like a curse or like what's going on? What did I do to deserve this? I'm not
because
blaming you at all.
like you have eczema too. Like I have, like my eczema, I flare up like crazy here
Hmm.
and there. And then I'm like, now I got this. I got another autoimmune disease. I'm like, what next? That's how
Right,
I felt. So
right. It's just layers on layers on layers. You're just like, okay, when is it gonna stop? You know what I mean?
exactly,
All right.
exactly, right. So you kind of get to the point because that drug I took, it kind of did that harm to
Hmm.
my. I got to the point. I don't even want to, like if anything like start getting health issues, I don't even trust any doctors anymore.
Hmm. No, I don't blame you. After what you told me, after what you told me, I would nah, I'm going to herbalist.
Exactly. You end up going the natural pathway.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because you don't know, like now you can't really trust that system anymore,
Out of all
unfortunately.
the stories I've heard, I've talked to so many people that deal with alopecia, but out of all the stories I've heard, I feel like yours has to be the craziest so far.
Really?
Yeah, I've never heard someone say that I was sick and then I went to the doctor and then in a week it just happened. I've never heard that. People tell me, oh, it just happened gradually, you know, or I was,
That's how it should be.
mm,
Not after taking, this is like, that's why I try to read about it and it's like, this ain't common.
it's not, it's
It's
not.
definitely not. So, but it can happen, unfortunately.
Hmm.
So we just have to, unfortunately, it's just like almost like the luck of the draw. So,
Exactly. So I know with dealing with alopecia, there's some pros and some cons, right? A pro is there's no hair cleanup in the shower no more.
no. And on top of that, you don't need to keep going to the barber shop and spending
No,
money.
you can save all the money you can, you know? And,
Exactly.
and con though, I feel like it's when stuff get in your eyes. So does stuff get in your eyes a lot?
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
Man,
I
terrible.
know. We have eyelashes for a reason. We're supposed to have them for.
Literally, I hate riding bikes. I'm like, ah.
I know. That's why, like, I ended up wearing, like, when I walk outside, I gotta wear glasses.
Literally,
Just, I literally have to, just
yes.
to block, any kind of dust or whatever going in.
Hmm. Bro, I have gotten pink eye before, and I thought
Oh,
it was over for me. I was like, oh yeah, it's over. Like I remember I was going home, and I was riding like a scooter, and
yeah.
I guess someone was doing construction, and like dust just flew in my eyes. I'm like, oh my God, it was so bad. Next morning, my eyes just nasty, and I
No.
couldn't see. I was like, oh, it's over for me. It's so over for
Oh
me.
no. But glad
Yeah.
you recovered though,
Oh
man.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. That's why I feel like it's so important to protect yourself when you're
It
dealing
is.
with alopecia because your eyes are so fragile. They
It
may
is.
clean themselves, but when you have the lack of eyelashes, you're in such
That protection is gone, man.
yeah. It's be careful. You better safe than sorry.
It is, man. Like I remember even just like going for a swim, just like in like the ocean and just like, oh man, the salt water. It
Hmm.
hurts.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I definitely agree. Okay, so what do you feel like? And it's been a year for you, so what do you feel
It's
like?
about a year already. Yeah, yeah.
What do you feel like? How can I ask this question? What do you feel like you learned about yourself so far, like with dealing with it? And I know
That's a
you had your
hard
ups
one,
and
man.
downs. Yeah, I know you had your ups and downs and stuff. And I just want to, overall, I guess, of what you learned about yourself so far.
Man, that's a good question, man. It's gonna take some brainstorming to actually learn about myself. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't gotta answer this one right now.
Man,
That
this is
that is
hard,
definitely a
man.
strong question because
This is, man.
I just got
Like,
asked a question the other
honestly, when
day.
this thing happened, it made me very vulnerable,
Uh-huh.
right? It just that's how and then you, thankfully my friends, they accepted me.
Hmm.
Yeah, thankfully when they saw me like this, they're like, like I guess I try to think of it as things could be worse.
Hmm.
that's how I try to look at life now. Things could be, it really could be
It
worse,
really could, yeah. So
right?
at least it's this, you know.
Exactly, exactly, right. And even though it's like, yeah, I mean, like I said, when you're out in the public, yeah, I do notice some people are just like, you do notice them like eyes on you because it's just like back of your head, you just because people just don't understand it,
No,
right?
at all.
Right.
People don't.
So, but yeah, no, honestly, about myself, I just having the mindset to be just kind of like I said, just like things, life could be worse, honestly.
Hmm. So you feel like you learn how to be vulnerable.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And I'm so happy, man, that you have like a loving wife that really understands and is gonna cherish what you're going through
And
and
I'm
support you
definitely
through it.
like I can't imagine trying to date right now with alopecia, like
Mm,
right. But like I'm not that tall either. I'm only
mm,
like less than 5'5". So
mm.
like imagine like not being too good looking and have being bald and like as a not bald is fine, but when you have alopecia,
All right. You feel like, oh, yeah,
you,
it's different.
it's different. That self-confidence to just put yourself in the
Mm,
dating world.
yeah. And you gotta explain it, and you gotta
Gotta
have that
explain it, man.
confidence. There's
Like,
so much, so many
like
factors that go
you
into it.
start putting some filters on your, on your,
Yeah.
just, just to add some eyebrows.
Hey, hey, for
Right? But
real.
no, but at the same time, we are who we are, right?
Hmm.
Nothing has changed inside. It's just we look different on the outside. That's all it is.
Exactly. Nothing changes at all, just appearance wise.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So being a part of like the alopecia community, like, what does that mean to you? Like to have people that deal with the same thing that you deal with, like, do you still feel as if you're maybe like an outcast in
I
other
mean, now that
groups?
I know that there's a lot of that, there's quite a lot of us. I
Hmm.
mean, I see not a lot in Vancouver, but
Hmm.
like it makes it just makes you kind of like happy about it. You're just kind of like, oh man, I'm part of this community. At least
Hmm.
there's more out there,
Hmm.
right? So that's how I kind of that's how it makes you feel kind of what's that word again? Sorry, I'm just like trying to maybe it's just the morning right now, but
Now you're good. Take your time.
uh, yeah, I mean honestly, just because it's like I know that there's actually that community out there, just it
Hmm.
makes you not feel like alone. You don't feel alone as much as alone anymore, right? That's how
Hmm.
I would say it, right? Whereas if it's really like a disease that you had and it's just kind of like, oh, I'm the only one that has it, no one else has it, you're just a unicorn, basically,
Right.
right? But because of now I know that oh wait, there's a lot, there's quite a few people, that influencers on IG that have it, so it's just kind of okay, I'm not the only one that has it,
Right.
you know.
Got a
I got
community now.
But it's also kind of like spreading that awareness.
Hmm.
That's all we got, just trying to do right now,
That's
right?
my ultimate goal with my nonprofit, for sure. That's all I want to do is create safe spaces for people to talk about what they go through and just spread awareness.
Spreading awareness. That's all. That's
Hmm.
what we try to do because it's this, like I said, this ain't common,
Hmm.
right? I think the other day I was, just because like for my work, sometimes I do train, like I try to train people.
Hmm.
What's the word? So I'm in the asbestos industry.
Hmm.
So I work in the hazardous building materials industry, and so I'm like teaching guys, about asbestos, and then they asked me how long I've been working in this industry, and I said, oh, about close to 15 years already. And then because I was telling them about the health effects, and then one of the guys said, "Is that why you're bald?" I'm like, "Get out of here, man! Are you serious?"
See, I would have been like, yeah, definitely. So this is why you really need to listen. Hey, that's how you get on. They're like, oh, okay.
Oh no! Once I told him the reason what happened to me, man, the dude felt so bad.
Oh, yeah, it could have went either way.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, in front of a classroom, I'm just kind of like, man, like seriously.
Oh, so he said that in front of the classroom. I thought that was like
Yeah.
101.
Mm-mm. This was in a classroom, man. Yeah, but I kind of joked about it. I was like,
Okay, okay. If you took it in
I
a
was just,
jokingly way, then
I was just kind of like, no, it's not because of this, but I'll tell you later. Yeah.
oh, that's hilarious.
So because
So,
of no awareness, right? People are not, they don't know. right?
Hmm.
Alopecia ain't something to joke about,
Right.
right? Right.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely something. So I wanted to ask you. I know you deal with eczema and alopecia. So how do you feel like your like self-care routines are? Like do you,
Honestly, I try to, self-care is just for alopecia. Now that we have no hair here. Like,
mhm.
say if I'm outside, like, and it's sunny, really sunny, I have to wear a hat,
Yeah,
right? I get sunburned like crazy all the time.
bro. I learned my lesson. So I don't know. Always growing up, people were telling me, "Oh, black people don't get sunburn." So I was like, "Oh, whatever." I was outside at my pool for like 45 minutes, and then cool. I go back inside. Next day I'm at work. My coworkers was like, "Are you sunburned?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?" And
Yeah.
then I started doing research.
Yep.
Gotta wear sunscreen. I'm not trying to
You
get
gotta
any
wear
type of skin
sunscreen,
cancers
wear
or
a hat
nothing
or
like that.
something.
It's not
I
worth
know.
it.
No, it ain't. Yeah, I found out last year when I went hiking and I just took off my hat because I was like sweating. I was like, man, I'm sweating so much. My head is just like nonstop sweating.
Yeah.
And I think it's just different with hair. I felt like I didn't sweat as much maybe, or like the hair trapped all the sweat maybe,
Hmm.
right? So yeah, just like I was like, oh, I'll just hike without don't need a hat. And
Hmm.
at the end of it, I'm like, damn, I'm burnt.
Yeah.
My whole head was based on my whole like basically my whole scalp was burnt.
Jeez. Jeez. So,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask if someone younger with alopecia came up to you right now in your current state and they were asking you, how should I maneuver through it? Like, let's say a 7-year-old came up to you, just started dealing with alopecia, and they're dealing with their hair loss and everything that goes on with it. And they ask you how should they maneuver? Like, what exactly would you tell them?
And so that's wow, this is a deep question. Honestly, just have trying to have a positive attitude. Don't care what others think, really. I think that's the best way to get through this. Just don't try to care too much about how others feel about you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's just how I would feel, right? And just if people joke about it, just try to let it slide.
Let it
Honestly,
slide.
honestly, right? So, but yeah, just try not to think about just care what others think, and just try to be optimistic. And like I said, could be worse. It could be worse.
Indeed.
Right. I remember I sometimes, like I think there was last year or so, or like every now and then I would have negative thoughts. I'm like, man, why me? Why have alopecia?
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, I see a guy like this was actually probably like a few months ago. And so like I'm like, oh, I'm having all these negative thoughts. Like, oh, why me? Why do I have alopecia? Then this guy comes on a wheelchair. He doesn't have arms. He doesn't have legs.
Mm.
I'm like, man, that's even worse,
Right.
right?
He
So I'm like,
literally can't do anything. And I don't want to say he can't do anything, but it's more challenging to do something.
it is more challenging, right? So it's almost like, okay, what is God trying to tell me something, right? That this ain't that bad,
All
right?
right.
It's not that when I had that thought, I'm like, what the heck?
Mm.
Like,
Mm. Yeah, be grateful.
gotta be grateful.
Yeah.
You have to be, right? So that's what I would just try to tell kids, you got to be positive. You have to be.
Mm.
I read, I started doing readings about kids with alopecia and suicide. They do. I'm pretty sure that the suicide rate's pretty high, right here and there, right? Because
Yeah.
it's when you're in school and then you're surrounded by a bunch of kids and like kids will say whatever.
Yeah, kids, I mean, when I was growing up, they were calling me Globe. They were saying I look like a sucker that's been dropped on the floor.
Oh my
All type of
gosh, oh
jokes.
man, you really have to take it. Like, man, this
Yeah.
it's hard.
I
Right?
wasn't I wasn't sad. I wasn't having it though. I was sending jokes right back
No, man,
every
good on
time.
you. Good
Every
on you.
time.
No, good on you. So I would also say people would have kids should try to have an attitude like you, man.
Oh yeah.
That's how to get through it. You got
Hmm.
through it, at a very young age.
Hmm.
So I mean, if you can get through it, I'm sure the kids can too.
I'm very grateful. My parents definitely instilled that in me to just be confident. And then growing up, I was always called. defiant
Yeah,
because I wasn't listening to nobody's bullcrap. So that right there, I feel like I have this strong backbone. So I feel as if I'm able to help lead the way with people that deal with certain stuff like that, especially at a young age.
exactly,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And then, at the same time, always like for young kids, just surround themselves with good, friends that accept them as who they are, right? You don't want to bring in like a negative kind of circle.
No, not at all. Not at all. Do you feel
Yeah,
like alopecia affected you like your masculinity, or do you feel like it's just been the same overall?
I would say it's the same,
The
man.
same?
I would say it's the same.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, not yeah. It's it's just we're bald. That's
Yeah,
it.
right, exactly. Right. So yeah,
Yeah.
you feel the same. You just became a little more vulnerable. You know what I mean? Which is
Oh, there you
good. Which
go.
is good. You know?
Yeah, I mean we're all human, right?
Right.
That's basically right. So
Okay.
that's how I say. I feel the same, man. Buddy of mine, when he knows I was bald, he's like, "Oh, cool, just try to go to the gym a little more and bulk up, and they will look like Vin Diesel." Joke. I think he meant it in a good way,
Well,
But at the same time, I was just kind of laughing about
that
it,
was a good one though. That was a good one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man,
Oh
yeah.
man, yeah. So, do you feel like alopecia has changed your faith, mindset, or the way you see the world?
Change your faith, mindset. Not really, to be honest.
Hmm.
I mean, life's still life. I don't really, but like it's just good to know that there's, this it's just alopecia. It's not really life threatening. That's how, but it and it's like cosmetics kind of thing,
Right,
right? So
right.
I know when it hit me, and then my wife would be like, "Oh, maybe just draw your eyebrows." I'm like, I can't do it. It's just
Mm-mm.
like, even though she would do it for me, but then I look at myself, I'm like, this just doesn't look right.
Mm. Yeah, nah. I've seen people get the tattoo and like draw it on and stuff like that. I'm not knocking anyone. If you feel like that's what you want to do, if that makes you comfortable, then by all
Yeah.
means do it. Definitely support that on my end. But for me personally, I can't do it.
Nah,
I can't.
I tried it, and I'm just like, nah, it just doesn't
Uh,
really work for me.
yeah, nah.
Right? And we're just not built like women, where they can,
Yeah.
they're able to do it and they
Hmm.
know how to do it.
Yeah, because they look good.
Oh, they look
Are you
beautiful.
seen some? Never mind, you married.
I've seen some of them, and I'm like, damn, like they look really good. Like they know how to do it. For
No.
us guys,
Nah,
nah,
I'm
man, it
good.
just
I'm
doesn't work
good.
the way.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I have 1 minute and 50 seconds left
no
until
problem,
this
man.
Zoom call ends. I just want to say thank you for taking this call with me, and I definitely appreciate your time, Juhan. And
No, no worries, man.
your journey
I'm
is
glad you
is
reached out to me, man.
yeah.
I'm glad. It's always good to talk to another Ella patient.
Mm,
I don't talk to too many out here,
mm,
right? I think one time there was actually one guy I just followed him on IG. Forget his name. Forget his IG name, but I'm sure you've seen him around.
mm.
Is it Roman? I forget. I'm sure if you know
I
which
think
one.
so. He's like kind of funny.
He's a funny guy.
Yeah, yeah,
I just reached. He's like, hey, anybody want to, like, do a Zoom call or whatnot, or like do some kind of Zoom. Not really. Like, it's kind of like a meeting on Zoom, I think.
yeah.
And okay, cool, yeah, let's do it. I just reached out and get to see you know, allocations basically. So that's pretty cool to see.
That is pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
people that have that type of influence. I feel like they really set the tone for the trajectory that people that spaces where alopecia can go. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like like alopecia people. My company. I feel like we have this foundation to where we're able to just bring on anyone that deals with anything, like hair loss. Because last week I just talked to someone with trichotillomania, and that's a hair loss disorder. Like you pull your
Yeah,
hair
yeah,
out and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. I heard of it.
Even
Yeah,
even situations like that, like I feel like we could bring that out of anyone.
for sure.
I'm not sure how much time is left on here. I think it just might end on you. So
Hey, man,
my
no worries.
apologies.
Hey, all good, man. Thanks for
Oops.